it's Amy with Paper Moon Journals, and I have these really cool scrapbook albums that you can make using the Let's Get Artsy paper collection by Graphic 45. I want to try out for their brand ambassador, so I created a tutorial for my YouTube channel. We'll be using the patterns and solids primarily, and then the ATC mini tag album. And to decorate the cover, we'll either be using the die cuts and frames to decorate the album, like the sample one I've shown you, or in the video, it actually came out even cooler. We used more cut aparts and fussy cuts to achieve the same result, as well as a few stickers from the 12x12 collection and the 12x12 sticker sheet. And we use all of the cut aparts from the 8x8 pages. Of course, you could mix it up and use the project any way you want. I have included written instructions, I have available written instructions on a PDF, so you could use all the same cut measurements and then use more of the main papers to decorate your album instead of more of the patterns and solids. You could make quite a few of these little albums. It was really fun and cute. I have a few little sample photos in just the portrait orientation to show you how the album could be used. Although when it's all done, it is so pretty. It doesn't need any photos in it. You could just keep it as a tribute to the paper collection. But I do have these photos here in the 3x4, 2.5x3, and 1.5x2. That 1.5x2 photo was cropped down from a 3x3. So keep that in mind. You can always trim your photos to fit the spot better. I have some ephemera that tucks in here, and you can use that as a photo mat like this. Again, I would probably crop the photo down slightly, or you can just tuck the photo under there. Obviously, though, you would want a lot more skyline for the photo that tucked under there. And on the right-hand side, we have another fun piece of ephemera. You could glue your photo down with the ephemera on top, tucked in, or you could just tuck both of the ephemera and the image down under that die cut there. Again, this is a sample where I used all of the die cuts and frames, and then in the video we make one without any of that because I'd already used it and I didn't have a second packet of those. I really love how it looks on this page. And on each of the 4 ATC tags that come in this album fit either on the back of the tag or on the space behind the tag. I give all of the measurements for decorating, and when we do it in the video, we cut it all out together, we glue it all down and decorate everything. I try not to really leave you alone for any of that and just speed things up. So there's 4 sections in here. I was just showing that, and in each of the 4 sections we'll have one of the journaling cards and a photo mat that opens like this, and then that fits, of course, that small photo size better. You could use 1 or 2 of those inside the photo mat. You could put another one on the back if you wanted. There's lots of opportunities for these tiny little square size photos. I think that's similar to the size that prints out on those little printable cameras, or those tiny portable printers print out those tiny little square photos. And then here again, just showing you how that size photo looks on the page. And here we have another place you can tuck in the photo and glue it down, or just leave it tucked in. And the ephemera is just a placeholder. You don't have to leave it there. And moving on, here's the page with the Imagine tag. I stopped showing you that you can put the tiny little photos on everything because, again, those elements repeat. And on this one, I've used die cuts to decorate things, and then we use more cut aparts to decorate the one in the video. I think it's really neat to challenge yourself to do without things that maybe you don't have, or in this case, I did have them. Obviously, this photo would look better if it wasn't, if it had more skyline, but I just wanted to show how that size of photo fits there. Not that you'd want to use that photo in that spot for sure. I just wanted to have the 3 sample photos to use to show you how you could use it. Again, this album is beautiful all on its own as a celebration of the paper collection. If you love these Graphic 45 paper collections like I do, I like to keep the album like that. But also you can see, I've had people ask me before, how do you use it? How would you use it though? And so I thought it would be fun to both show you a nice sample of this album that I'll have the tutorial for that you can follow along on YouTube. It's going to be more than the 10-minute maximum we have here on TikTok. So it'll be over on my YouTube channel. And then, yeah, it's also part of my brand ambassador audition for Graphic 45. I think this is my 3rd year trying out for that. If I get on their brand ambassador team, they'll send me quarterly boxes of free supplies. And they are my favorite paper company, so I would love that. That'd be like Christmas 4 times a year. So moving on, you can see you can just tuck the photo under there. Instead of the ephemera, with the ephemera, you can put it on the back of the ephemera like a photo mat. You have lots of options to personalize this album when you're decorating it or during the making of. Again, rearranging the different colors or using a different color for the primary focus would really change the whole feel of this album. Yeah, you could use more of the main papers, the A and B sides of those, and less of the patterns and solids. That would change it up. If you made all of the background instead of a variety of colors, just all blue or all purple, that would really give it a different vibe or a feel. I thought this was a really fun project, and it's a great way to jump in and get started on making these scrapbook albums. If you've thought about doing it before and you weren't sure about it, these little mini pre-made albums are a great way to get started. Or maybe you have, like me, you were hoarding these ATC tag albums in your collection. You have this Let's Get Artsy paper collection, or you can use both of those. Get your new paper collection used up and part of your hoarded stash. Or I'm not sure if those tag albums are still available, but they do have their album in a box is a similar size, and I think I'd like to do another project with that. But I'm really pleased with how this project came out. I'm looking for where that ephemera went. Oh, right, it goes in this pocket. And then there's room for a small photo to tuck under here. And there was a tuck spot on the left side as well under the Van Gogh piece. But yeah, I really like how this scrapbook album came out. I will post in the comments a link to the YouTube video once I get that up and ready for viewing. But I hope you found this entertaining or inspiring. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.